What is up, budget billers? My name is Trail, and today we do have a great video for you guys as we are discussing 3 to 4 new opportunities to receive more stimulus checks. We have one opportunity offering $350 stimulus checks, and then another option that's offering up to $3,000 stimulus checks for low-income residents, and one hefty option or program where individuals could receive up to $30,000 in stimulus payments, or better known as assistance. Now, we are going to be talking about it today, so you don't want to miss out on any of this information. So be sure that you watch this video until the very end. And we also have a few daily news stories that I want to share with you as well, because as you guys know, there is a new variant to the COVID-19 virus that everyone is freaking out about right now. But I do have some updated news regarding that may put most people at ease right now. But first, guys, if you want to stay up to date with all the stimulus update news as well as daily hot topics, be sure to subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. And if you end up liking this video, then be sure to go ahead and hit that like button for us. It really helps out this channel, as well as it tells YouTube to share this video with others. Now, let's go ahead and jump right back into this video. Okay, guys, I mentioned to you guys yesterday about the new COVID-19 variant that started in South Africa, which is called Omicron. And yes, the country right now is really freaking out about this new variant because we really don't know much about it. And we've seen where the New York governor declared a state of emergency to sort of prepare for the Omicron coming to the United States. But we do have updated news that I want to share with you, because first North American Omicron cases have been identified in Canada, in which they are right next door to us, guys. This is really close, and we can be assured that this thing is going to come to the United States in a matter of time. Now, this first case was identified in Canada, which they've had 2 cases identified in Canada, and the World Health Organization, or the WHO, which was named Omicron as a variant of concern, but cautioned earlier on Sunday that it is not yet clear whether it's more transmissible than other strains of the COVID-19 virus. Now, the 2 people in Canada who tested positive have recently traveled from Nigeria, per the statement from the Ottawa Public Health Association. Now, health officials in Australia announced on Sunday that they detected 2 cases of the variant in travelers from Southern Africa as well, which the first such case is identified on the continent. But both people who tested positive are asymptomatic and fully vaccinated, according to the Australian health officials. Now, we do have one good news coming from a health professional, and that is, in this article, it says Omicron variant isn't deadly, so as the South African medical chair claims it is. Now, the South African doctor said on Sunday that symptoms of the Omicron variant appear to be mild and can be treated at home. Now, Dr. Coetzee, a private practitioner and chair of the South African Medical Association, was one of the first to notice the new variant. She treated patients at her clinic who had symptoms different from the Delta variant, she said. Omicron was announced by the South African National Institute of Communicable Diseases on November the 25th, based on samples taken earlier in the month. But a worldwide panic over the new Omicron variant has seen many nations close their borders and restrict flights from other nations. We've seen that the United Kingdom is requiring quarantine, and the United States is expected to impose flight restrictions as of today on Monday. Now, Coetzee said the symptoms were mild in the patients she observed. They mostly consisted of fatigue, body aches, and headaches, and some symptoms at that stage was very much related to normal viral infections. And because we haven't seen COVID-19 for the past 8 to 10 weeks, we decided to test other people. Now, more patients came in with similar symptoms, which made Coetzee suspect there was something else going on. We have seen a lot of Delta patients during the 3rd wave, and this doesn't fit into the clinical picture at all. Now, most of them are seeing very mild symptoms, and none of them so far have admitted patients to surgeries. We have been able to treat these patients conservatively at home. So yes, she is claiming that so far the Omicron variant is not necessarily as deadly as we've seen from the Delta variant, but we are still unknown about this variant altogether, and it's getting scary because it is right next door to the United States right now in Canada. So we can assure that this thing will be headed into the United States by the end of this week. Now on to some stimulus update news. Guys, this article right here says that this stimulus check program that no one knows about has payments up to $30,000. It reads, we're less than a month out from the final wave of the new child tax credit checks, but there is also plenty of other ways that people can get paid right now. We've had new stimulus payments this year, including the standalone checks as well as reoccurring ones. Those have come from the federal level for everyone as well as for some individual states, but there are plenty of other stimulus related benefits outside of all of those particular stimulus checks, including some that are ordinary Americans might not even know about. Now, the Homeowners Assistance Fund program offers one such benefit. Now, in short, this $10 billion fund stems from the $1.9 trillion stimulus relief bill from earlier this year. It gives state governments power to decide how they want to help homeowners with various expenses, including those who live in areas with persistent poverty levels, or if those homeowners belong to a group that's historically faced with discrimination. But the idea here is that there's a pot of money available to help homeowners struggling with things like mortgage payments as well as taxes, association dues, and other payments associated with home ownership, even the payment of things like utility bills and insurance costs. Now, the American Rescue Plan provides nearly $10 billion for states, to territories, and tribes to provide relief for our country's most vulnerable homeowners. Now, this isn't something that's coming directly to you from the federal government, guys. Individual states submit plans for how they want to parcel out funds for this particular program, something that New York State became the first to get final approval for this month. Now, in a statement from Governor Kathy Hochul, said her state is distributing almost $539 million to homeowners at the greatest risk of foreclosure or displacement. Alice Cohen, a staff attorney from the National Consumer Law Center, told the New York Times that this is important, guys, especially with a new wave of foreclosures likely to unfold next year in 2022. And with other programs from this year, like a mortgage payment forbearance program, now at the end for struggling homeowners. And they're talking about that forbearance program is about to expire. And I believe that's about to expire sometime in February. But this new stimulus payments program is coming our way, guys. And as an example of what this program can provide, New York will reportedly offer as much as $50,000 that would go towards anything from homeowners' mortgage payments to utilities, delinquent property taxes, and much more. Homeowners in Connecticut, meanwhile, could get up to $20,000, and in Illinois, up to $30,000. Yes, guys, you guys have got to check out this Homeowners Assistance Fund program, and I will also include a link down below in the description. But state housing programs are distributing this money, and more details about the fund with its potential for new stimulus payments is available right here at this link. And like I said, that link will be down below in the description so that you guys can check it out as well as apply for this assistance program. And then also, guys, in addition to that, we do have one city that's going to spend $350 monthly payments to 10 months of stimulus payments for the next year. Now, as we scroll down, it says that it is unclear whether Americans will receive another federal incentive check from the federal government, but many city and state governments give their own payments to its residents. Now, in this particular case or this article, it says that New Orleans, Louisiana, where some teens or teenagers and young adults will receive $350 $350 monthly checks for 10 months as part of the state's financial literacy program. This new initiative will affect 125 New Orleans residents who are between the ages of 16 and 24 years old. Now, the first incentive payment will be made next spring, and beneficiaries will receive a total of $3,500. Now, since these payments are reoccurring for 10 months, the aid can be considered as a pilot for a universal basic income program. Now, in an ideal supported by entrepreneur and former presidential hopeful Andrew Yang, multiple major cities, including Chicago and Los Angeles, California, are also offering UBI or universal basic income payments to some of its residents. Now, in this particular case, New Orleans wants to tackle the problem of the bankless in the city, which applies to adults who do not use financial services such as savings and checking accounts to store their money. Now, Louisiana has the second largest unbanked percentage of the state's population, as nearly 15% according to the economic advocacy group Prosperity Now. But guys, the New Orleans program is in partnership with MasterCard as well as Mobility Capital Finance, is specifically aimed at addressing the problem of the racial and the wealth gap in New Orleans, Louisiana. Now, these direct payments will be provided by Mobility Capital Finance via a loaded ATM card. Together with the age requirement, the money goes to people who are unemployed or out of school right now. And the New Orleans mayor, LaToya Cantrell, said, "My administration will continue to find innovative ways to serve and empower our residents and to ensure that unbanked people have a bank and access to financial education and other resources so that they can meet their basic needs and to continue to invest in themselves." So yes, guys, this is another program that is more catered to individuals between the ages of 16 and 24 years old, whether they do have a job or whether they don't have a job. But they are going to be offering $350 stimulus checks per month for up to 10 months total, which is going to be a total amount of $3,500. And that link will be down below in the description. And then last but not least, guys, we do have something for Seattle, Washington. And this article right here is from the office of the mayor, which is Jenny Durkin. And this article says that the city of Seattle has launched $16 million Seattle Relief Fund to help low-income residents that were impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, a one-time direct cash assistance is available to Seattle families, as well as young people, as well as artists and cultural workers. Now, the additional $5.8 million is going to be distributed to low-income immigrants through the Seattle COVID-19 Disaster Relief Fund. Now, the city of Seattle launched a new Seattle Relief Fund, a $16 million lifeline to help low-income residents who have been disproportionately impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic. And this includes households that were unable to access state unemployment, as well as had no health insurance and didn't receive federal stimulus payments, or experience housing instability or mental health crisis due to the COVID-19 pandemic. And this new fund builds on $6.5 million distributed to low-income immigrants and community-based organizations that are already with the Seattle Rescue Funds. Now, these awards are going to be between the amounts of $1,000 and $3,000, depending on the household size. Now, the fund is open to all eligible Seattle residents, regardless of their citizenship or their immigration status. Now, eligible applicants must be 18 years old or older, as well as have incomes under 50% of Seattle's area median income, which is less than about $40,000 for an individual or $57,000 for a family of four. And as well as have at least one of these situations below apply to the individual or to the household member. And these are those particular situations. Number one, live within the boundaries of the city of Seattle. Or number two, be enrolled in the Seattle Promise program. Or number three, be enrolled in Seattle public schools. or be an artist or cultural worker who has owned or rented an art studio or rehearsal space within the boundaries of the city of Seattle at any time since March of 2020. Now, they are saying that applicants that are interested can apply at the online application in one of 8 languages. And I will include that link down below, guys. Now, as the first U.S. city to be significantly impacted by COVID-19, Seattle has been a leader to rise to address both the public health and the economic challenges of this pandemic. We were the first city to quickly respond to directly support our residents and small businesses with grants, innovative new programs like grocery vouchers and rental assistance and direct cash assistance, said the mayor Jenny Durkin. Because of our federal funds, we can continue to help vulnerable residents, especially immigrants and the BIPOC families who continue to be disproportionately impacted by this ongoing pandemic. So yes, guys, this is another stimulus program that is going to be available for people in the city of Seattle. Now, they have listed several situations that most of you are going to fit those descriptions. So I want to make sure that you are aware of this information in the city of Seattle. And like I said, I'm going to link down below the link to the application to apply for this particular relief fund called the Seattle Relief Fund of Seattle. I hope you guys are interested in all of these new stimulus programs, and I hope you guys live in one of these particular cities or states that are available in this video. And like I said, all of those links will be down below in the description. But anyways, guys, hey, if you enjoyed this type of content and you want to see more, hey, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. And if you like this video, then go ahead and hit that like button for us. It really helps out this channel, as well as it tells YouTube to share this video with others. But anyways, guys, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.